there, cool cats and kittens. Welcome back to Crafters TV. It is Thursday, yeah, all day, and we have got a brilliant day of shows planned for you, which is amazing. We are going to be having a look at all the wonderful things that are coming up, of course, in this this is Wake Up Call. Wah, wah, wah. We will be looking ahead, of course, to Carlo, but before we do that, it's all about a launch day. Yeah, it is. You're looking at the brand new Timeless Border Die collection. They are stinking gorgeous. You're going to absolutely love those. And then a little bit, I'm so excited about Cartload. I'm trying to get it in from the very start. But Cartload's coming up for you 6 p.m. in the UK, 1 p.m. East Coast, 10 a.m. over on the West Coast. And that is where you find the biggest deals of the week. And let's face it, we can't do a Cartload anymore without Cartload Craig. How are you?
I like that one, Cartload Craig.
Cartload Craig.
Yeah, really, really
it's your
good.
Favourite show of the week, isn't it?
It is. It absolutely is. I love it. I love it because it's so fast-paced, but I love it even more because you get some of the best deals that we've done. Some of them, many of them, can be the first time that they've been seen on a Cartload. Some of them are the best deals that we've ever done, as I said. Some of them you'll never see again. So always the opportunity. I do tend to say it every day, however, I always say on a Thursday is absolutely the day to shop ahead across on the website. Go on, have a look, go now, shop the date, shop the show. Shop the day is always the best one because you can see everything there. But what we are going to be doing within Wake Up Call, we're going to be having a look at the Timeless Borders. So we're going to be demonstrating this one here, so the Dainty Daisies. So we're going to be demoing that one. We're going to be having a look at the Dragonfly collection at the end of Wake Up Call. So we're going to be checking out that demonstration there. And then sandwiched in the middle of Wake Up Call, we're going to do a demonstration with the Tag Punch. And because, well, I'm not going to lie, it wasn't because you asked, it's because I asked. We're going to be demonstrating the Gildan Flakes, actually twice. We're going to use the glue with the tag set, but what we're going to be doing is we're going to be using the silhouette animal dies that are coming up in Cartload. We're going to create a little bit of a scene, but we're going to use the blue flakes, we're going to use the gold flakes, and we're going to use the gold flakes. Did I say gold flakes? Yeah! We're going to use the blue flakes, we're going to use the gold flakes, and we're going to use the black flakes as well.
Okay, brilliant.
So seamless, so smooth.
We have really got it together this morning, haven't we? We are here to slay the day, it seems. Let me share. Some of you you're not calling in.
I'm so tired today. This is going to be fun.
I'm not. So let me just confess, I have had like the first decent night's sleep in about 2 weeks. I am recharged and energized today. But I'm like an excited child. There's just too much energy in there.
It's Eurovision, that's why.
That's why. It's the second semi-final of Eurovision tonight. Yeah. We've just been playing the UK song, haven't we, before we went live? Yes, boring.
I had no choice.
Listen to it again, Craig. Listen to it again. Listen to it again. It's how it's been going. If you want to get in touch with me, you can do so. Thea's getting in touch from the Netherlands. She says, hoi, hoi, everyone. Hoi, hoi, Thea.
Hoi, hoi.
Sarah Brown is in as well, saying hello to everyone on screen and behind the scenes. Bethan is here. I can see the lovely Lynn is in Essex. She's a big Eurovision fan. She's excited, yes. Because I'm from Essex, Lynn's from Essex, and Sam Ryder, our UK entry this year, is also from Essex.
Is he?
Shut up. Don't shut up.
Shut up.
That is what, if anyone in the US is thinking, what on earth are they on about? That's how people from Essex talk. Shut up. No.
Shut up.
Was it? No.
The say babes.
Linda Ryan saying good morning as well from Dudley. Treasure Heart is here and Val's in as well. So hello and welcome to each and every one of you that are joining us. It is the season to Gemini, Craig.
It is indeed, isn't it?
I want to share with you some amazing goodie bags. Now these were so busy yesterday. So glad that we do still have some to go around. I think I've got a friend's dentures in today.
So, yeah?
Yeah. Let me share what you're going to get in here. This was meant to be a mystery bag, but, you know, I just thought we'd show you what's in it. Yeah, why not? Let's go for it. Full alphabet, which is brilliant. This is like the cost of the entire bag you've got in here. Everyone has already got the giggle. It's going to be a good day today. You're going to get some amazing tunnel card dies. You will be getting stained glass window dies. I love those. Double-sided dies and Yeah, some edibles. Couldn't do a mystery bag without some edibles, could we? £30, $40, that saves you over £70 or $80. So snap those up, they're going really, really fast this week. And then we didn't want to leave all you soft crafters out, so we thought we'd do a soft craft mystery bag as well, which is lovely. And in here, you're actually going to get two Two builder blocks. Oh yeah, 2 builder blocks.
Build a block, we build a block, we build a block together.
We do, and you've also got 2 applique dies as well, and the value there is also off the chart, over £100, almost $120 worth of value in there. So snap these up. If you do go for more than one, you may get some duplicates. So do bear that in mind. There is also, talking of the season to Gemini, I feel like, you know, forget London Fashion Week, forget Paris Fashion Week or Milan Fashion Week. It's Gemini Fashion Week. Because have you seen the website? What they've done to it? Look at this.
Isn't it?
It is adorable. It is the season for Gemini. Which colour are you? That's what we are asking. But this week we are celebrating all things original Gemini.
We are indeed.
And we've also got a fantastic mystery bundle for those of you that are in the UK. Here it is. This is the one that you must make sure is in your basket. So it's the Gemini machine with free dies and embossing folders.
Free?
Free. Don't put the machine on its own in, or you will not get over £100 worth of free items. And you know what, Craig? I want people to get the free stuff. I really do, especially when there's over £100 worth of it.
I know.
So make sure you've got the right one in your basket. Of course, if you do want to, you can spread the cost with ClearPay, and you'll find details for that over on the website at the checkout. But it's very busy on that yesterday. £179.99 is what you should be paying just for the machine on its own. However, you'll get all of those freebies included as well if you make sure you pop that item into your basket. Kate says we've both got fabulous shirts on today. Thanks, Kate. I think Craig looks like he's in sort of a comic book, but I can't think which one it is. Is it like something from a Beano magazine or something like that?
Dandy or something?
Dandy or something like... I think he's like a... the guy's a wood chopper.
Is that not Black and Red, Desperate Dan?
Oh, is it?
Is that Black and Red?
I'm sure there's one that's got
I think so.
Yellow and black.
Yeah.
Let me know in the comments. Charlie Brown, Erin thinks. I've not heard of Charlie Brown.
You're not what? What?
Not heard of Charlie Brown. Who's Charlie Brown? Peanuts.
What? Snoopy.
Oh, I know Snoopy.
Not Snoop Dogg.
No.
Snoopy, the
what? Snoop the what, Craig?
Sorry?
What is Snoopy? Snoopy the what?
Snoopy the dog.
Oh, is he a dog? Okay.
He's a dog.
Did you just get that fed in your ear?
No. No, I don't have talk back in my ear.
Right. Lynn says, Joe, I can't wait for Eurovision on Saturday. Sam Ryder is amazing, and I feel with him we had a good chance. You heard it here first, guys. The UK is going to win Eurovision on Saturday. Don't at me. Don't at me. Right, let's have a look then at this brand new collection. I realise I'm setting myself up for a fall, Craig, because anything less than a win now, I am going to be heartbroken all next week. But we shall see. We'll deal with that next week. Timeless borders, 6 dies here, 6.2 by 1.4 inches these measure. They are unedgeable, and I think that's brilliant because whilst they look different to anything else we've got out there at the moment, the great thing is you can do all your edgeable techniques with them, and there's some really gorgeous designs. I beg your pardon, I never promised you a rose garden, but you get that one in here with these. Fabulous. This one here is beautiful. That is your flourishing foliage that you are getting just there. Then you've got the schmetterlings. You can't have too many butterflies in your collection. This here is your daisies. Now, this is what I believe Craig's going to be demoing with in this show. Then we move into the dragonflies. You're going to see that dancing dragonflies collection a little later, and this would fit perfectly within that collection. And then wild flowers. Oh, they're wild. 38.35 gets you them all together, or 47.75, of course. Any two of these for £14. Or $18, which is really great value. And they are available individually as well. Sarah Kay says, Joe, I think it is safe to say Ukraine will win Eurovision. I don't think so. I really, really don't. If they did, I wouldn't be sad about it, but I don't think they're going to. Any other questions you've got, Eurovision related or non-Eurovision related, get them into me. Crafters TV on Facebook, Crafters Companion over on YouTube. Erin, did you watch it last year? You did. Will you be watching it again on Saturday? Could you give me like a soundbite that explains, sums up Eurovision that I can give to our American viewers that maybe haven't had a chance to see it yet? She can try. Oh, I thought you were going to give it to me now. No.
No, she needs the whole show to think of that.
I think she said it was the most ridiculous thing she'd ever seen last year when asked. Said just off the charts ridiculous. So, yes. It didn't seem like it was serious, but it isn't in places, yes. But also, Craig, our American viewers just had the American Song Contest won by Oklahoma.
Oh.
Yeah, so congratulations, Oklahoma. Right, Craig, should we go on with the actual show?
Who needs the BBC for Eurovision feed? Just come here with
I
Joe,
think
Crafters
I think
TV.
I should do the commentary going forward. I
you
keep
would be
asking,
good.
but they keep saying no, Craig.
Do they?
Yeah, but
Really?
we'll keep trying. If you know anyone at the BBC, call me. Right, border dies.
Right, let's have a look at these timeless border dies here. These are beautiful, these are dainty, but what you're also going to get within each of these every single design, you have got the pinprick detail all the way down. So what you can do, if you wanted to, you could go in with your small needle and thread and start to do stitch work, or with the intentions when the product development team designed these, is to go in with one of your little art liners and do your faux stitching in between the little pinprick details once you've cut them. Of course you don't have to, but we will show you the finished example that I showed you at the start. We'll show you again where I've got no stitching detail, but then what we're away to do now is we will do a little bit of the stitching detail with a pen just to show you what it would look like. So what I've already got to start with is my card blank, which is 6 by 6. I've taken from, it was on yesterday's show, I think it's on Shop the Day as well, still for today, and that is our 8 by 8 Spring Fever paper pads.
It's on the Shop the Day today as well, Craig.
On Shop the Day. So I've used that. Alternatively, if you go for, today is the day, if you need your paper library, get ahead onto the website and get your paper library.
You love that, don't you, Craig?
I absolutely adore it. I love the library and I love the papers that come included as well. So you could use that if you wanted to, but I am using the Spring Fever. So you can see the 8 by 8 paper pad collection is on the bottom of your screen with the 80 sheets. $14.93 or $18.13. So what I've done is I've gone in, my pattern paper I've cut to 5 3/4 by 4 1/4 because I only want it to be at the top, because down here is actually where I'm going to cut. And the reason I've done a 6 by 6 card blank is, as Joe was saying, the length of the dies are 6.2 inches. So if you're familiar with border dies, you've got the outline detail that cuts all the way around. The inner detail, of course, cuts. The pinprick details cuts, but the actual outside edge, that has no outline edge die, so therefore it stays in place. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a top fold card, so my fold is at the top, and we're going to bring our die all the way down. Now you can use your glass mat to ensure that it's straight, but with these being so dainty, what you can be doing, of course, is using them for the bottom of your card. You can use them for the side of the card, but because of these ones, these are really, really beautiful to do them at an angle. So whether it is, you know, a corner to corner angle, maybe it's a little bit more steep, you can do that. You've got that different, what you call it, levels that you can do them at.
Just want to say how busy it is on these, Craig. I've just heard how many people have gone for these already this morning, how many people have got them in their baskets. We are going to have a full 2-hour launch day, remember, at 2 p.m, 9 a.m, 6 a.m. So make sure you come and join us for that. But definitely worth getting your orders in early, sitting back, relaxing and enjoying the show a little later. I think these are going to be exceptionally busy, Craig. I love these. I think these are going to be one of those sets of edgeables, Craig, that we have forever. You know, certain sets of edgeables, we release them, don't we? Like the word edgeables being one of them.
Yep.
They're so popular that they end up going into the sort of edgeables that live forever category. I think these are definitely those.
You know, because I absolutely adored our grande edgeables that I've done, some of our real intricate edgeables that we've done. I love all these ones. There's a time and a place that you're going to use. I'm going to hold my hands up and say that, even for me as a crafter, there's a time and a place that I use these specific ones. These ones here, because they are so dainty, if you are just popping them simply on the edge of the card, just to finish it off, whether you want to make a feature, maybe you want to do the rims around the box lids that we'll do within launch day, you can absolutely do that. These are, as you said, one of these that are going to be potentially sitting at the side of your desk or just to the side of your desk where you're going to use them quite often. But then all that we need to do is we just need to peel that away. That side comes away, and then I'm just going to go in with my sponge mat and I'm going to take away any of this excess detail. So we're going to pop this one through, taking all these bits out, and not only do you get your die cut detail, you then get that scalloped emboss as well. So all that I need to do is go in and pop these out.
I mean, not that you'd want to for this project, Craig, but there's actually, if you just wanted that punched border, you could pop that on, I guess, and just then cut that floral detail away if you wanted to.
Of course you could.
Just you wanted a nice sort of embossed, punched border. It's hard to say.
Absolutely, you could do. You can. If you want to
Alison
do that.
Alison says, Joe, all I'll say is Norway subwoofer. If you didn't see the semi-final on Tuesday, you need to check it out. We here at Crafters TV are well aware of subwoofer, aren't we, Erin? Subwoofer are give that wolf a banana before he eats your grandma. We even, before the shows, we're here some mornings doing the yum 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 dance. So yeah. We are fully aware. And Lynn thinks I'd be the perfect commentator for Eurovision. Thanks very much, Lynn.
I think you would. Yeah.
I think Ryland needs to do it. I think we need to nudge the current one out of the way and get Ryland to do it.
Yeah, I was going to say the opposite. But
Would you? Would you? You like the current? To Graham Norton, who is a sort of chat show host and radio presenter in the UK, does it?
I think both of you together would be good.
Me and Graham.
Yeah.
Erin was saying that what she also, and Sarah Kay was saying it too, what they also enjoyed about it was how his commentary evolves as the evening goes on, let's say.
That'd definitely be you.
Yeah,
that'd definitely be you.
That could definitely be me.
What I'm doing here, Joe, is, don't know if you can quite see, right in the centre, it's not quite cut. And there's a couple of reasons for that. It's because, one, I've gone in straight up to my Gemini. The other part of it is because my well-loved plates are really bending and buckling.
Okay.
I really should, because these are my plates, I really should invest in some new ones. But what I'm going to do, if that happens, if you find that starts to happen, don't worry about it. What you can do, of course, is you can still tilt it at a bit of an angle, even although we've got the large card blank, and the rollers are still going to hit selective areas slowly, or just add in your metal shim. Add that metal shim in, that's going to give it that extra little bit of pressure, that extra bite, and then what we can do is we can feed that one in, and we can then run it through. So if I do pause, reverse, so I've heard it go over the edge of that die. And for this size of card, because I'm going on the edge, I would be using my large Gemini anyway. But the smaller the cards, the smaller concepts you do, as you said, if maybe you just wanted to cut a strip of card, Joe, and die cut it, you can do, and they're going to go through your smaller machines. But all that I've done a moment ago is, because I'd released my die, little bit like a jigsaw, and I just slotted it back into place and then ran it through again. So we can then take this bit off and remove that one, and then you'll be able to see that it's cut absolutely perfectly.
Amazing.
So,
and Leanne was saying, have you seen all the fabulous Gemini videos that have been over on our socials this week?
I have,
Craig?
yeah.
And interesting what you've done there, because Leanne's top tip, in fact, for using the Gemini was to start with the least amount of sandwich you can have and then build it up.
You're right.
I always go full sandwich, generally, but not with a Gemini.
Because 9 times out of 10, when it comes to die cutting, we will use the 2 cutting plates, magnetic shim, and the plastic shim. You don't always need that much pressure. Sometimes your dies will cut minus the magnetic shim or minus the plastic shim. So if you're finding it's cutting too much and it's actually tearing your cardstock, take away one of the layers, because then that's going to reduce that pressure and that's going to give you more of an even cut. So absolutely, although 9 times out of 10 that is the plate configuration you'll use for most of your cutting, not always. Don't worry, you know, you're not going to get into trouble if you've removed a plate and it's still cut. That's absolutely fine, it can happen. But then doing exactly what you've said a moment ago, I've taken a bit of that yellow cardstock, which was from the block Spring Fever 8x8, and doing that separate. So I want to do a little bit of a drop shadow. We've got the daisies within this design, and I just took inspiration from that. I think of daisies from a Sarah Signature collection. I always think of Garden of Love, because there's the daisy dies in there, which I've actually used to finish this off.
I think daisies would go great with gnomes as well, Craig.
They would indeed. They would indeed.
Is that next week or was it last week?
Next week.
Next week?
Yeah.
Or was it you and I?
I don't have the Crafters TV launch. Ooh. I've got the Hobby Maker launch on Wednesday.
On Wednesday? No, I won't be here. Oh, I wonder when we launch it on Crafters TV. We'll find out for you.
Probably Thursday or Friday on Crafters
if
TV.
It's Friday, fingers crossed. When am I?
Incidentally,
Friday.
Whether you've got it already from HSN, whether you're getting it next week here at Hobby Maker, I'm doing a Facebook Live Monday night UK time.
What time?
So it's going to be 9 o'clock in the UK.
Yep.
4 p.m. Eastern. 4,
Yep.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. So 9 p.m. in the UK, 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific time. Basically, it's Crafters TV ends, jump across onto my Facebook page, and I'm going to do a Facebook Live showing you the gnome collection, and we'll do some crafting in that as well.
Gorgeous.
So yeah, this would work really, really well with the gnome collection, absolutely. So what I've got is I've got my base of my card, and I've gone in with my separate element. So let's go in with my tacky glue, because that would be my preference. So Joe, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a drop shadow, and then to stabilise my base, I've taken a piece of acetate, I've cut it to 6 by 2 inches, popped a strip of a red liner tape, and what I'm going to do is that will then sit at the bottom, and that's just going to stabilise it so my card is going to stand up absolutely perfectly.
Brilliant.
So we're going to go
And are you popping that between the layers or behind
No.
it?
I'll do my drop shadow first with the yellow, and then I'll pop the acetate behind it.
Amazing. Don't forget to get any questions you've got in Crafters TV on Facebook, Crafters Companion over on YouTube. Producer Aaron would like to know why you're using the tacky glue over the dotty here, Craig.
Really good question, Aaron. Personal preference. Absolute personal preference. Whenever it comes to intricate die cut pieces when I'm at home, I will tend to go for my tacky glue before any other adhesive. Just find with tacky glue and your intricate dies, don't get me wrong, you're going to get a strong adhesion from your .8 tape runners, but with your tacky glue, you know that you're going to get that incredible grip and strength because it dries into the fibres of the cardstock. And what we then do as well is by using our tacky glue, it gives us extra wiggle time.
Because I guess with something like this, you need to be bang on with the alignment.
You do, yeah. You really, really do. So then I can move that into position where I want to go. And we can pop it in. Just need to wiggle it.
Just a little bit?
A little bit. A little bit. And then we can then go in, we can go in, we can commit, we can press. So we're creating that drop shadow. And because we've done a drop shadow, what we'll be left with is a tiny little overhang. So we can go in with our scissors. We're going to then snip that end off there. And then what I'm going to do at this point, Joe, is let's take my backing off my red liner tape. And with it being construction acetate that I'm using, we had yesterday, it might actually be on Shop the Day as well today. If not, it's still on the website. You can just search it. And then what I'm going to do is, so I've got my sticky side facing up. So what I'm doing, Joe, is I'm going to line that right against the edge of my card blank. I'm then going to go in, I'm going to close it. Now I know that my acetate is flush against my back layer. So then that can then go in, and that's going to sit perfectly.
That's a top tip for lining that up. I wouldn't have thought of that, Craig.
Yeah, just you know then you're going to get it in the right place. So before we come along and finish it off, what we can do is we can go in, I've got one of my art liners, it's the 0.3, but you could use the 0.6 or the 8, whatever you so wish. And then all we're going to do is, in actual fact, I am going to go to my 0.8. It's a little bit thicker. And then all that I'm going to do is dot to dot, dot to dot. I'm going to do every, will I do every I'll do every second. Every second. So it says if we've stitched under, then over. And then all that we're going to go down gives us that faux stitched effect all the way down from up above, which looks quite smart. And then all that we need to do is I'm taking in a piece of that paper. I'm actually going to back the inside with this yellow. That can sit on the top. I've taken 2 of the daisies that I've cut from Garden of Love, and I've taken one of our sentiments from our verse compendium. The past is your lesson, the present is your gift, the future is your motivation. and finish it off. Some of these pearls, these are all from our past craft kits. That's where I've taken them from. There we go. Layer up to finish off the card.
Amazing. Panda says, love the delicate flowers on this border die. They really are beautiful, aren't they? Imagine getting your glossy highlights in.
Exactly,
I bet gilding wax would work beautifully.
It would do.
On these. And I love that all the designs are neutral enough, Craig, that you could kind of theme them however you want to.
You can.
I think is really important when it comes to the amount of crafting you're going to get out of a die.
You can indeed. That's a good thing with them. And where I've put that strip of acetate, that could be a strip of cardstock with our self-adhesive sheets on the back, and then you can pop your Gilding Flakes through them. So then what you would have, instead of your acetate through the layers, it's some kind of Gilding Flake colour. You can do that if you want. So there really is lots of different ways. Colours to the edges, tint the edges, wax the edges, spritz the edges. You can then go in and create fine borders if you just want to do an individual strip, like I've done with that yellow layer. You absolutely can do. But then what we can do, and the reason I've put 3 there and 3 there, is so that when I position my daisy, we've got our daisy with the pearls coming out the side. Same into there. So what I've done is, these are actually 4mm foam pads, and I've backed 2 on top.
They are tall, those ones, aren't they?
These are really tall because I wanted them to be taller than my sentiment layer. And then these last remaining pearls from my craft kit, what I've got is I've got my little centre of the daisies. So I'm going to pop in my tacky glue. As I say all the time, it doesn't matter how good a quality the gem or pearl is, I will always add tacky glue underneath. And then what we can do is we can go in with that one. I'm going to go in with that one. And then what I'm going to do, if I can find it, because my last one just jumped onto the floor. Oh no, oh no. So the reason, oh, here we go, found it. The reason I didn't put the pearl in the middle was just in case I didn't find it, but I did.
Oh, there he is.
So there we go. Pop them ones in, and then there we go. Really fresh looking card. Very simplistic card, but really nice, 6x6. You can then, of course, pop the daisies really flat, but then come in with your flower forming flowers if you want. Really make a statement, but you've got that option when it comes to that one. So that's coming up in lunch day.
Yes, absolutely. And, you know, so many different concepts that can be completed and achieved with Edgeables. We do have Edgeable masterclasses over on our website. So if this is the first time maybe you've bought an Edgeable design, first time you've used one, you will be able to go and get hours of tuition on all the different types of cards you can do with these on the website, so make sure you check that out, because every single show is available to watch back anytime you like, which is marvellous. Let me take you through the dies that you are getting and the designs. The Rose Garden, if anyone went for or still owns the Rose Gold collection, I could see this working beautifully with that. It's really going to work. Flourishing foliage, I mean, you can never have too much foliage, can you? And again, if you wanted to, you could clip the foliage or trim the foliage away if you wanted to. You've got butterflies in here, schmetterlings as well. You can never have too many of those. Ditzy Daisies is the name of the game with this one. You've also got dancing dragonflies in there too. And we then have the wild flowers. 38.35 or 47.75. 20% saving on what is a brand new launch. Oh yeah, this is your first chance today, right here, right now, to get your hands on that. So make sure you are snapping those up. You can get any 2 of these for £14 or $18 should you wish also. There's treasure in them there hills. We have got these on the show for you. The large treasure boxes. Now these are fabulous because they're fully customizable. So whether you want to do 4, 5, 6, 8 or 10-sided boxes, you can do that with these, which is amazing. And then you've got the stencil in here also to create the lid and the base, which is absolutely fantastic. So this one here, this creates the sort of structure of the box, if you wish. $29.99 or $39.95. Look at that price, £10 or $13.70, saves you £30 or $40 essentially. And then you get the decorative element as well, which is this one, which is your ornate panels. Now, yes, this works beautifully with the boxes. It will, of course, is able to be used separately too, if you so wish. £8 or $10.96 if you are a platinum member. We are going to have a look at chinoiserie. Can you remember what chinoiserie means?
It means...
It's a test. This is the test.
It
I don't know how I still remember it.
Actually, no, you tell me what it means.
Okay,
If you think you know what it means, you tell me.
It is the early 1900s Western interpretation of Far Eastern culture.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Yes, I knew you were going to say that.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
There's loads in here. There's lots in this one. Well, I think I'm going to put my neck on the line, Craig, and say my favourite Nature's Garden collection of all time, this one.
Is it?
Yeah, I absolutely adore this. That one there is your parrots. There we are.
There we are.
There they are. I think that is the wrong way round though, but it looks the right way round, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
That's the right way round, apparently. I'm not feeling it. They are the lovebirds that you've got just there. Brilliant. Maybe you should have stayed on the other side of the studio. Oh, you can tell them if you want. I'm not telling them. We've also got this one. This one here, which is the temple stamps that you can see. Absolutely beautiful. Then you've got the 3D toppers, all of these beautiful laser cut toppers within there, which is excellent. Then we also have the chinoiserie, if you'd like to go for this one. This is your chinoiserie frame. You've got the outside edge. Now this is worth $19.99, so essentially, or $24.95. So you're paying for this. You're getting everything else for free, which we love. I also love the fact that you get a really lovely waist piece from the centre, and it's one that can be used landscape or portrait. Yeah, which is brilliant. These, I think, though, are the hero of this collection, is these lanterns, the Oriental Lantern Stamp and Die. And the great thing about these is you've got so many options, so you can do them as like an over the edge, or you can cut them all the way out, which I just think is great, or just use the stamps on their own.
Absolutely, you can do. Beautiful.
And these ones, I love the peony reef, because that can be used with the collection,
of course it can,
or easily use it away from the collection on its own. I haven't seen a deal that amazing on the chinoiserie ever. 21.88, 26.01. You get 56 pieces in there.
You do.
Amazing, isn't it?
Remember as well nowadays that we've got our flakes and our glue,
Absolutely.
liquid glue. That means that all these stamps can now be gilded with your foils as well, not just your inks.
Love that.
So look at some of the things that you can be doing when it comes to this collection here, some of the products that Joe was just showing you. Beautiful set. So whether you choose just to use that frame die, but then you can see within this one here, so it's actually an easel card. Your craft cards are going to work really, really well when it comes to these. So what we've got here is that little aperture frame within the middle.
You know what that gives you, Craig?
It gives you lots of
opportunity.
It does indeed. But then making a real focal point that you can see in the middle there, using the lanterns as actual individual elements. Then what we've also got is the statement cards that you can do. I mean, look at that.
Oh, love a dangler.
No, that you can see here. Going back in now again into a larger card. So you're going in, you're making the statements out of the stamps, out of, you know, you're going to be using now some of your other pattern papers that you've got at home. But lots of beautiful things.
Really,
can
really
create. And then
gorgeous.
we've got the parrots.
I think lots of elements with this, I know we don't have the paper pad of the chinoiserie available anymore, but lots of elements of others I think would work for this. The dragonflies, I was thinking, would work beautifully with this. We're going to move on and have a little look at this. The quality, I'm astounded by the quality of this punch. This is amazing quality, isn't it?
This is amazing quality and absolutely will rival your, my opinion as a crafter, Martha Stewart punches that you get out there as well. These are really, really fab. You know, we're always going to use our tag dies. Don't get me wrong, you know, there's a time and a place for them. But with these ones here, what they do is they give you 3 size options, width-wise. They can be as long as you want. But not only do they cut the perfect hole at the same time, but what they do is they give you an embossed ring all the way around as well. So that embossed circle just finishes it off beautifully. So it's giving you that extra strength. So if you're using the twine or you're using ribbon or raffia or anything like that, it's going to hold that strength within the aperture.
Amazing. So you get the punch there, which is going to do the 3 different sizes for you. What you're also going to do, we're also going to receive, is the stamps as well that are going to really help you finish these tags off. I love how modern the font and the sentiments are on these. The best gift ever, I should know. I bought it. That one says. This one here is upside down, and it says. This one here is upside down. Warning: the contents of this package may be awesome. This says this is for you, but I wish it was mine. We then have I hate presents, said no one ever. This is exactly what you did not ask for. A special gift you never knew you wanted. And finally, well, it's the thought that counts. It is. That's what you always say if you give someone a bit of a rubbish present, isn't it? Where's the thought that counts? And also, if the present inside is a bit rubbish, with a lovely homemade tag on the outside, kind of makes up for it a bit, Craig. You will get the twine in there also. Lots of love for that last card you made, Craig. All of that, 32.70 or 46.80 if you want to go for it. Debbie says, very nice card, great colours, lovely. Lynn says, beautiful card, Craig. And Crafty C says, the chinoiserie, the chinoiserie collection is my favourite. I absolutely love crafting with it. It's my favourite Nature's Garden. Very, very unique, really gorgeous. Make sure you are snapping that up. Right, where are we going next, Craig?
Actually, it reminds me that twine is actually our set, the demonstrator set.
Which one?
Here, the twine. Remember I threw it to you yesterday?
I'll just bring it over.
I was about to say, there's no way you're going to do that. There's no way. Thank you.
There you are.
There you go. So, yeah, let's have a look at these. What we're going to do is we're going to incorporate our liquid glue, and we're going to be using our patina Gildan flakes as well. So we're going to be using these ones with our tag, with the stamps. So good time as well. I know we'll have a look at the Gildan flakes in a wee bit more detail just shortly, but you'll have seen on social media when I say about any Gildan flakes, pop them in an inexpensive tub because it's going to hold in. So you can see that we've got my little container here, and my labels off the tubs, the containers, they peel off just perfectly, so that's why
So you peeled those off the pot, those labels?
Off the top of the pot, yeah, they peel off really, really easily. And then what I've done, just so that I know what set it was from, this is the Sun Glow, so I've just gone in with my white marker pen, that, you know, there was one in the Academy of Colour, I've just written the set that it's from, the patina.
And is that just one of the smaller tubs that's in there?
So,
that's one of the smaller containers?
No. I did say this on my Instagram, and that's a good point. I do have 2 tubs worth in here.
Excellent.
So we, very lucky here when we demonstrate them, we always get a set. So we get a set, and then I also, for myself, I purchased another set of Gildan flakes. So this is actually 2 containers worth. But if you were to roughly kind of half it...
They do really puff up, don't they?
They really, really do puff up. So, you know, you do get quite a fair bit when it comes to your Gildan flakes. So what we're going to do is I'm going to set that to the side just for a moment. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to go in, first of all, with my actual cardstock. So we're going to do our tag first, then we can go in and do our stamping. And we're going to stamp with a special gift you never knew you wanted. So I've already cut my cardstock to 2 inches in width, and the height of it, length of it, I've cut it to 3.5 inches. But Joe, this could be as long or as short as you want. So all that we're going to do is, because I've gone in with the 2-inch width cardstock, I'm going to slot it in. It does have an embossed 2-inch. Don't worry too much if you can't see that, because it does just slot in. So you can either pop it in flat onto your glass mat or wherever you are going to be doing your crafting, and then all that you need to do, make sure it's in as far as it'll go, and then just press. So then that gives us a really perfect edge of the tag, gives us a die cut circle and an embossed circle all the way around. So that's one, and I'm doing exactly the same, but alternatively what you can do is, if you are absolutely fine with your hands, no dexterity issues or anything like that, like myself, you can just hold it in midair and then just press, and then I've got the same again. So these are basically going to overlap just like that one. But what I am going to do is let's go in now with our stamping platform. I am just going to use my small one, and we're going to go in, and I'm going to pop it as close to the middle as I can. I am going to bring in my stamping mat as well, Joe, just because I'm using glue, so I want to have that extra softness as a press down. And I'm going to go in, and I've already, because this one is mine, I've already started to use it well. Don't be afraid to overload your stamp or your stamping block.
Do we have to clean this pad, Craig?
No. Don't clean it. If you start to clean it...
It's funny, because you'd imagine it would go rock solid, wouldn't you?
Yeah, no. As long as you keep the cap on, and then what I do is a tiny little Ziploc bag or a tiny little cello bag, I just pop it in. But make sure the cap is always on. And then all that you're wanting to do is, at first you might think, oh, that's a lot. What I like to do, I'm not pressing any more liquid onto my stamp, but what I'm just doing is I'm working it in to my stamp, and then the bubbles will go as well, because you don't want to have the bubbles. You don't want any bubbles whatsoever. And then what we can then do...
How do you know when you've got enough on there, Craig?
So just make sure that you've got a nice coating over your pad, your ink pad, because this is what I was referring to a moment ago. Don't have it too lacking of glue, otherwise you're not going to get a nice consistency. In some ways, what you actually want it to happen is you want the glue to seep over the edge of the stamp, so you're going to get a really good consistency. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp, I'm going to go on, and then all that I'm doing, as I would do with an ink pad, I'm going to go on, just give it a really good coverage, and then I'm going to come back in, and then I'm going to position it where I need it to go, and then I can press, and then I can remove, carefully remove it, because remember it is a sticky glue. If I remove that out the way, and then all that I'm going to do, I'm going to give that a moment. You can start to see that white outline, so we need to let that dry. If we go straight in, straight away, all that we're going to do is we're then just going to smear it out.
Okie doke.
And I say dry loosely because this won't dry.
Right.
This will not dry until I put something on it.
Okay.
So I could sit this at the side for a day, 48 hours, 3 days,
and it
4
will
days.
still remain tacky.
And it will remain tacky until you actually pop something over the top. So I'm going to set that to the side for a moment or two. Move all that out of the way. Just give that a little bit of a waft, because what we want is, although it's not going to dry, but that loose glue that's sitting, we're wanting that to go. And I'm pretty much happy with that now. So what we can then do is let's go in with our gilding flakes, and then we can go in with the fun part. So I need to take my excess sponge, which is here. The other thing that I do as well, the sponges that you get, the 3 sponges, cut them in half, because you don't need the whole one.
Okay.
So then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go in, and then I'm just grabbing a good handful and really going to go on, really pressing it on. And then what we can do is start to wipe it off, wipe it, and then we're just going to go in, and we're carefully just going to peel, not peel, we're just going to brush with our little sponge, and then we're going to go in. And if you find that it's not quite tacked, just go in, add another bit, and then start to then take that excess off. And the key thing is wherever there is no glue, obviously you don't want any foil, so just persevere, go in, take that remaining bit off. Sometimes what you'll find, depending on the cardstock, so just between the G and the I, because we've got big flakes, what will happen is sometimes it can just grab. So go in with your pokey tool, and just give it a little helping hand, and then I'm going to go in at the top, take the top, up at the top, and then I'm working my way in. Same, I'm just going to go in just between the I and the F. The more you use this, the more, or the finer it's going to go. So it's going to go finer, it's going to go finer, it's going to go finer. So the flakes will get smaller and smaller and smaller.
If you did need quite fine flakes for a job, can you take them and sort of break them up a little bit, like a small amount of them?
Yeah, yeah. If you've got another little container or something like that, you can just go in the middle, into your hands there. So I know that we've got larger flakes here. If I move them out the way, but if you were to go in and just keep starting to fine them down with your fingers, just give them a rub. Can you see how I'm breaking them up? So I'm breaking them up, breaking them up. So if you are wanting a finer consistency, then just keep doing that. But this is what will happen the more and more that you use that. You'll continue to break them down. But then we can see, so if I tilt it, a special gift you never knew you wanted.
Amazing.
So we've got that gold shimmer, special gift, and that's how you're using the liquid glue. So
amazing.
That's with the tag. So all that I'm going to do is pop that in. I just leave my sponge in because I use one sponge per colour. And then let's go in, let's take some twine here, and then if we take, let's actually feed it over, and then we're going to bring in our tags, two together. I'm not going to stick my tags together. What we can do is feed that through from the back, get a hold of it. If we need to go in with our poke tool, we can do. But this is why I love the Gildan flakes, because what you'll see in the next demo, we're then going to be using our double-sided sheets when it comes to our Gildan flakes. So lots and lots of uses that you can use them for. Let's just go in, tie that on, tie that in. So this could be a little box that you've made. This could just to go onto a gift that you've bought. Maybe you want to use it as a feature when it comes to a card. It could be a little longer, and then it could be a bookmark if you want to. But a special gift you never knew you wanted. And that's within so that one is the Sun Glow, which is from the Patina.
Brilliant. Lots of love for these. Jean Marie says already ordered the Punch collection and the gorgeous new edgeables as well. We also have good morning from Ohio, says Terry Tom. Ohio, Terry. I just have to say this punch is genius. There are so many times I don't use my old tag punches because I need it longer. Love the versatility of this one. Yeah, it is fantastic for that. You are in charge of how long those are, which is brilliant. So you are getting the punch itself, which is really good. It's a really durable sort of, I don't want to say it's heavy, but you can tell it's quality when you pick it up. You've then got your 3 different size tags that you make with that, and then all of the different stamps. So everything is available individually. Some of you are getting the stamps on their own. The best gift ever. I should know I bought it. Warning, the content of this package may be awesome. This is for you, but I wish it was mine. I hate presents, said no one ever. This is exactly what you did not ask for. A special gift you never knew you wanted. And then we've got this one here. Well, it's the thought that counts. There you are. All of that comes your way. $32.70 or $46.80 there on that one. Next up, coming up for you in cartload, a year of craft. Now, this is amazing. This is a half price deal. It's the gift of giving that you've got here. These are the sort of expansion packs that we did for the original year of craft, and they are absolutely sensational. They are amazing value at the higher price. However, today you are getting them for that incredible deal. $17.49 here in the UK, or $19.97 if you are across the pond. Let me share with you what you're going to get then, because when you open this up, you can see you've got this gorgeous book here. Now, this is awesome. It's issue 2. Works really well with the original Year of Crafts, of course, but also works brilliantly as a standalone. Lots of different templates in there, loads and loads of inspiration. It really is fantastic. And then I'm going to take you through the elements that you get included, because you are getting 3 different packs of ribbon in here, which is gorgeous. You are going to get a banner die. These are so handy, and that's also going to match up with the stamps that you get. You've then also got your brolly and your wellies and your rain, which is brilliant. We then have the brolly that will go with that. Let me just get a piece of Let me just get a piece of card for a piece of paper for you so I can show you these. A brolly is an umbrella if you are across the pond, but you can see there all the different ones that you have, and they match up with the banner that I just showed you a minute ago. Again, you've got all of these ones as well, cake tea with love, pamper cake. I mean, you'd really struggle just to get the stamps for this price. They are absolutely sensational value. You can see all of those just there. The banners say stuff like, thanks for helping me grow. You're blooming lovely.
Blooming lovely.
Love that one. And then we've got sow a seed of love, which is fantastic. Then you've also got card blanks. So you've got your different sizes in here. Card blanks and envelopes, which is excellent. Loads of those in there, Craig.
Loads, isn't there?
And then stencils. We love a stencil, don't we?
to.
So many stencils. So the raindrops are gorgeous. You've then got, oh, are these those mini memory dies?
They are indeed, yeah.
Ooh,
So you
brilliant.
got your templates.
Some of those in there, some templates in there.
See these stencils? Use your liquid glue in your pad that I just used a minute ago, dab through it, take away the stencil, then you can gild and
Gild
fix
it.
the
Nice,
little
love that.
raindrops.
Little boxes in here, lots of things for your mini memory albums as well. I love also, Craig, that just there. These are just your box templates that you've got here, so and then all more stuff for your mini memory dies. So that's going to create your album there. Then these are. We haven't really done lots of these, have we? But they are die cut.
Die cut words. They're
Sentiments.
on a white mat, so if you want to ink them with your inks, you can do. But then what you can do as well, you can spritz them, you can stain them, you can do whatever you like with them. Colour them with your pens, whether it's aqua or whether it is your alcohol pens. So just giving you that basis of shapes for you to then colour and ink and stain and do whatever you like with.
All different sizes and shapes on there. You just pop those out, which is amazing. Then we've got there's a lodge of card in here, isn't there?
Absolutely loads, Joe.
So you've got all your different coloured card, which is all put together to work perfectly with the projects that are in the booklet that comes included. So there's all your double-sided coloured card stock. And then you've got all of your paper stock as well, which is brilliant. So 180 GSM, loads in this one. Some gorgeous patterns as well, Craig, as well in there.
Really, really beautiful. Well, I'm thinking as well at that price, so if you've used all of your papers and you're wanting more, you just as well going for that whole box. And then, you know, you've got extras of the goodies inside, or you can give them away if you want to.
Absolutely.
Really
See how
nice.
it says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stencils in there, which is amazing. Actually, is there 7 stencils? 8 stencils even in there. You get absolutely loads.
Absolutely loads in there.
Then you've got your 9 with your decorative stencil as well. All of your different card blanks and envelopes are in there. I think you wouldn't be able to get the 3 stamp sets for this price.
No, you wouldn't.
really wouldn't.
No,
So
you wouldn't.
3 really large 6x6 stamp sets, 2 dies, and 3 lots of ribbon. I mean, and a partridge in a pear tree.
And the inspiration.
And the book as well, which, I mean, the book is amazing. So many great projects in there, and also more small templates for you as well.
Absolutely, yeah, you can do it. When it comes to the templates as well, just to say, so usually when it comes to images and all that, you know, like many companies, other companies, you know, we'll say images you can't photocopy, but with the templates that we do, you can photocopy the templates if you want to. So photocopy them and then print
Because you
them
can
out.
resize them if you photocopy
With
them
a
as well,
photocopier,
can't
you can do,
Oh,
yeah.
so that's really handy
Yeah.
to know. And that is that one. So, CJ in Atlanta says, what subscription box is this? It's not one of our craft kits. It is actually from the Year of Crafts range. It's
was.
sort of the additional ones that we brought out, wasn't it? It was issue
Second two,
number 2, yeah, I
Second
believe,
one.
yeah. So that is coming there for you. It's the last of these, so you will need to be quick if you want them. $13.99.
That's
You said worth
wow.
getting it just for the consumable elements alone at
yeah,
that price.
yeah,
It really
paper
is.
pads alone.
They were amazing value when they were at the full price, but they even better now. We've also got Sandy's at $6.45, and it's 57 degrees in Connecticut. Lovely start to the day. Beautiful. Bit chilly here. Actually, had to put the heating on at the house this
Did you?
morning.
I'd like to go to Stamford one time. That's where WWE headquarters are.
Stanford.
Connecticut.
Not Stanford in.
Stamford, Connecticut.
Not Stanford in Lincolnshire.
No,
Okay.
not outside Peterborough.
No. Tammy's got the hands on their punch. Debbie says, Joe, I just received this box from a Year of Craft yesterday, and it's calling to me to make some cards. Amazing. Adriana says, wow, this price, if you don't have it, you cannot not get it.
No, you can't.
Add it to your cart now. And also, Debbie says it's an amazing value for this box.
It is.
It really is.
Really good.
Talking of amazing value, Craig, you
This is
love
my
this,
pick of
don't
the
you?
day.
You absolutely love this. Brilliant value, $89.99. That's what the library should be costing you, but you're going to get all the other bits for free. Oh, hello. What is it you love about this, Craig?
I just love the organisation of it. I love the fact, and can I just say as well, usually when we do storage or that, we usually say, you don't get the contents, we're only just popping them in to show you, you get the papers as well. These are all divided up into Christmas, Thanksgiving, we've got baby, there's 4th of July, there's season, there's Halloween, all of these themes are broken down. Once you've started to use these up, you can use it for whatever filing system you want, whether you want to keep popping your pattern papers in there, whether you want to use it for documents around the house. It's just a nice way to keep them clean and stops them from ripping at the edges. It looks lovely as well, lovely purple Crafter's Companion branded within the craft room, but really lovely, 12 by 12. An absolute complete range of backgrounds when it comes to the pattern papers that you've got. So whether, as I said a moment ago, all the different occasions throughout the year, whether it's seasonal, all there included, but there's loads and loads and loads of room for you
Can you
to
remember
put
off the top of your
even
head
more.
how many sheets you get, Craig?
No.
I can't recall. You get 150 sheets of paper in here. I think the great thing is, as it says on the tin, Craig, a year of paper. There is literally no occasion that's not in here, is there? Even down to St Patrick's Day is covered. So I just think it's going to be absolutely excellent.
All the way through as well. It's just nice to dip into. Something about visually, memory-wise, when it comes to these papers, because they all come with their own band around them so that they've got the name on them. For me, I think I'm quite good at paper patches. Well, where's that pattern paper from? And sometimes I could say, oh, it's our signature, Nature Garden. But other pattern paper, sometimes it's hard to envision where it was that you've seen it. Oh, that pattern paper would have been good. What block did I get? Or what block did I originally see it from? Whereas having it all organised, set up within your paper library as well. And, you know, there's about double the amount of space. So if you want to carry on making your own sections when it comes to your own, you know, you might say female birthdays, male birthdays, kids' birthdays, you can do that if you want to.
Some people have gone for 2 of these. Absolutely a brilliant way to go. Miriam has done exactly that. You get 10 paper collections within here, and you get 15 sheets in each of them. So that gives you your 150 sheets in total, which is brilliant. Yeah. And again, there you can see absolutely gorgeous design.
I also have 2.
Do you?
So when we first launched this, because I launched it elsewhere, and so I got my set from here, and I went and bought another one myself at the full launch day price originally, because I just love having all of them organised.
Well, that is what you would get, and as you said, Craig, rightly so, especially maybe when you get paper pads and they come towards the end of the pad. You don't want to store a whole pad for like 4 sheets of paper, but you don't want to take them out because they end up getting sort of dog-eared or, you know, getting ruined. This is brilliant. So you're paying for this. That was what you'd normally pay, and you'd get this on its own. Brilliant value at that price. But then you've got freebies, and they are excellent freebies, aren't they?
These are 3 items that we sell day in, day out on our website. We can sell them at full price. Usually we'll have a good offer on them, but we can sell these at full price every single day of the week. These are included.
They are. So you're going to get the white multipurpose card, the matte black cardstock, and one of the iconic tape pens too. $71.99, $79.96 if you want to get all of that. Now, lots of bulging baskets over on the website,
right.
So we'll give you an opportunity to check out. Now, whilst you do that, let's share. Should we share all the details of Club Inspire?
Yeah,
Okay, go on, have a look.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the Crafters Companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% of your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every pound, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
We've had to make some changes to our shipping charges and we want to keep you informed. With continued pressure on domestic shipments around mainland US, we've had to temporarily increase the cost of our regular 6 to 10 working day standard shipping service from $9.99 to $12.95 and our free shipping threshold from $100 to $125. We also have some really great news to tell you. We've introduced a brand new shipping service called Express Delivery. This is a fully tracked door-to-door service which takes 3 to 7 working days and costs $19.95. This option means you'll get your crafty goodies in your hands sooner, meaning less waiting and more crafting. We're also upgrading delivery services for our Gold and Platinum Club Inspire members who will now receive priority delivery on all of their orders. And if that wasn't enough, we've upgraded these orders to our new Express 3 to 7 day service. Your patience and understanding throughout this very busy time has been amazing. So we'd just like to say a huge thank you and we look forward to chatting to you again very soon.
Oh, what a very busy show we are having. Remember as well, shows coming up throughout the day for you today. 2 p.m. here in the UK will be that launch day with those brand new boarders. That's 9 a.m. on the East Coast, 6 a.m. on the West Coast. And then myself and Cartload Craig will be back with Cartload, 6 p.m. here in the UK, 1 p.m. on the East Coast, 10 a.m. over on the West Coast. Sorry, Cartload Craig?
I feel like I need a jumper on the back that says Cartload Craig.
A jumper? Yeah, let's get it organised. Let's get merch.
Let's get merch.
Let's get merch. Why not? We're going to move on. We're going to have a look at these. One of Craig's absolute favourites. I think these have become very, very quickly. And the great thing is about this particular collection, you get absolutely everything you need, which is gorgeous. So you are getting the 3 core colours in the gilding flakes. Now these are massive tubs, 200 mils each. It's going to last you ages. You're getting the argent, you are also getting your burnished copper and the Oriel. Then you're also getting the die cut, so these are shaped foam double-sided pads. So they are basically like a foam pad, but they're double-sided. So it means that you can turn these into gilded embellishments very quickly. 39 of the swirls and also 57 of the nature there too. And then you are going to get this as well, which is that toolkit. So in there, you are getting the glue, the sponges, and the foam pad as well. So definitely go for that, $29.99 or $40.55. I want to also tell you about the extras that we have. So if I just show you this board just here, so these are all the colours that you're going to, these are the 3 core colours that are coming to you in the main collection. And then the extra ones I'm about to show you here, this is how they're going to come to you. You get 50 mils in each of these. So the other ones you can go for are the blush, which are these 3 just here, and that gives you that beautiful rose gold, the soft rose, and where have I gone? Should I have been over here? We'll go with the blush first. So you've got the rose gold, the soft rose, and the pretty pink are these ones just here. You also can go for the cosmic. Now I love the Outer Space. Our UK Eurovision entry, Spaceman, Craig. So this is fitting, isn't it, Out of Space? Yeah. You get Outer Space, Blue Moon and Starlight in that particular collection. Carnival, which is your favourite usually. This has been very, very popular, this particular selection. That's got the Midnight Mauve, the Deep Iris and the Lapis Blue. And we also have the Patina, which is this one here. And then you've got Sun Glow, Rich Copper and the Verdigris too. If you're going for all of them, this is what you'll get. You'll get all of those, which is brilliant. If you did want to get the original 3 on their own, the Oriel, the Argent and the Burnished Copper, you can go for those. They are there for you, $19.99, $26.85, the price there on those. We are now going to go back to, I'll change the details back to the main collection. That is far and away the most popular way of getting your hands on these. Kathy says it's already 72 degrees in Nebraska. We're heading for a record 96 today. I'm guessing that's about 34 degrees. With severe thunderstorms watch for tonight. Sit down, hang on, gonna be a bumpy ride. Good morning. Well, I hope you stay safe and dry, Kathy. We don't need to twist your arm too hard, Craig, to demo these gilding flakes, do we?
Sorry, Joe?
We don't need to twist your arm too hard to get you to demo these gilding flakes.
Not at all. Not at all. No twisting of the arm. So what we've done within that last demo with the tigers, we showed you how you could use them with stamps. Of course, you can use them with any stamps that you've got. This time, what I'm going to do is we have got the animal silhouettes. These are going to be coming up within cartload, and I believe you're going to go over them just shortly as well, Joe, just in case you wanted to get your hands on them. But what I really am going to do is we're going to create a scene using this one, but we're going to go all out, and we're going to go in and we're going to use our gilding flakes. So what I've already done is I've taken a piece of our multi-purpose cardstock, just to say as well, that animal silhouette there at the bottom of your screen just now, I mean $15.58 or $17.94 is awesome. So always check out the website, you'll see the full images, but I know we'll have a look shortly. But what I have done is I've gone into 5 3/4 by 5 3/4, and I've backed it with a piece of our double-sided adhesive sheet, Joe. So I've got my cardstock with the sheets. So I'm going to set that to the side for the moment. I've done exactly the same on this piece here. I've cut it to 4 by 4. And then we're going to use one of the silhouette dies that's going to go into the middle. And then I've done another one as well, which is 3 by 3. And we're going to pop the stags in. Now, if you're going to be using your die cuts onto your double-sided adhesive sheets, what I tend to do is I do tend to include my metal shim, and that's because not only are we going through our 300 GSM cardstock, we're going through a layer of adhesive and a non-stick adhesive backing. So I always like to just pop in my metal shim. And the other thing that you will just need to be careful of is it's non-stick, so therefore your low-tack tape doesn't have a tendency to stick to it. Why would it? It's a non-stick surface. It will grab ever so slightly, so do the best that you can and get it into position where you can. At least get it so it's going to grab and not move. So there's one of them, and we can do exactly the same with the next one. Within this die set, you do get an outside cutting edge. I don't want that because I want this to be a full block with the image. So basically what I'm doing, Joe, is I'm cutting into my cardstock. So we can then go in and once again, just press the best you can. What you can always do as well, if you wanted to really secure it, you can put a tape right across the corner so it's going to hold the die and hold the layer to your plates. So let's just line that one up a bit better, and we're going to do the same here. So if we pop that one on, and then let's go for it. So let's pop our sandwich together, so it's plastic, magnetic, and then top plate. So let's just carefully pop that one through. Still using the large Gemini, because of course I can do, but these will all go through your smaller machine, such as your Junior. That's going to go through, and we're going to use 3 colours. So we're going to use the, it's called Oriel Gold. So that's from the original set. We're going to use the gold, and then we're also going to use the Outer Space from Cosmic, and we're also going to use the Lapis Blue from Carnival.
Gorgeous.
So we're going to use them. So we can take these ones out now. Let's move them out of the way because I don't need my plates again. So taking these ones out that we can see here. So pop that one, and let's get a hold of this if we can. Take that, take that. So all that we're going to do, Joe, is take all these little bits out before we move on to the next bit.
Amazing. Have a guess who's back in the house? Guess who's back in the house?
Who?
It is Pam. PPE Pam. We haven't heard from PPE Pam in ages. She says, hello boys and crafty friends. Finally made it to a show. As I sit and watch upstairs, my new craft room is being built. Then it will be back to normal. It has been a long 6 months and I've missed you all. Even now I'm sat on a bar stool with a computer on the kitchen breakfast bar. We've missed you, Pam. We really have. I was asking just the other day, actually, if anyone had spoken to Pam, so it's lovely to have your company. Mo Number 2 says, good morning, stopping by, check out what's doing here today. I'm supposed to be cleaning, but let's face it, cleaning blows. Beautiful day here in Philadelphia. I don't know what blows means in as a colloquialism in the US. I hope it's not rude because I could get the sack. Is it rude, Erin? A little bit? Okay, a little bit rude. Oh.
Oh well. Thanks. Just land it back on me, guys. So here we go. So we've started to get our elements together. So let's take them out the way, take them out the way. So what I'm going to do first, so if I line these ones up, so we've got an idea. So for my base layer, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this in the blue. Then what I'm going to do is I'm then going to go in with the tree trunks with the black. And then what we're going to do is we're going to finish off the top layer with the stags in the gold. So that is the carnival in the blue, and then it is the outer space, which is from Cosmic. So there we go. I am going to town with the colours, and I am not making it easy for the guys in the gallery.
We're going all the way. It just shows you, though, Craig, why you need to get all of them, doesn't it?
Exactly. It really,
all the
really
options,
does.
then, if you've got all the colour ranges.
So
the lapis blue is beautiful, isn't it?
It's absolutely gorgeous. Really, really beautiful when it comes to the colours. And believe me, coming from someone who loves Gildan Flakes, you know I love Gildan Flakes and have done for a long time, coloured Gildan Flakes are not easy to do. It's just to do with the manufacturing process. It's about what goes into them to create the colours. Usually what will happen is the medium that creates the colour kind of mulches them all together, which is why most companies just steer away from doing coloured Gildan Flakes, because to enable you to do it, there's some other ingredient that I can never pronounce, and it's very expensive, and that's what stops all the flakes from sticking together.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the great thing is about, we're such a big company now. It's economies of scale, isn't it, Craig? Whereas, maybe smaller companies, smaller manufacturers, it wouldn't be cost effective for them to produce these, because in the numbers they want to buy them, it's just not cost effective. Whereas, we're such a big company now that we are able to, because we're selling such volumes of these, we can actually bring them to you and still bring them to you at a competitive price as they would be if it was just the metallic versions. Mo says we're giving out mixed messages today, Craig. She said, is it cold at HQ today? Craig has his flannel on and Joe has a very thin summery shirt on. I don't know what's going on. Do you know what? It is quite cold today in the northeast. It's 13 degrees.
Do you think so?
When I left for the gym at about 6:30 this morning, it was only about 8 degrees outside. It was chilly. And I did have to pop the heating back on at the house when I got in this morning from the gym.
Oh gosh, no, I don't think it's cold today.
My new thing that I've started doing, Craig, and it's a habit I need to get out of, is a post-gym pre-work nap.
A post-gym
pre-work nap.
Right, okay.
So I come home from the gym, I have my breakfast, always poached egg on toast, and then I fall asleep on the sofa for 20 minutes. I thought the gym was to energise you and get you buzzed up, ready to take the day on. Not me.
But not you.
Back on the sofa. I do make sure I have a secondary alarm, so I have a wake-up alarm
you've got
and
to.
a get-ready-for-work alarm.
You have got
So
to,
I've got to have the both. And I did kind of wake myself up snoring a little bit on the sofa before my secondary alarm went off. I think I've got a problem, Craig.
Yeah, gym, as you just said there, I always thought it's meant to boost your energy level, get you going, get you revitalised for the day. Clearly with you,
No.
it just knocks you out.
It does. I could literally sleep anywhere. My mum jokes that I could sleep on a washing line, Craig.
Oh, I wish I could.
Yeah, I
I'm
can go
such
sleep
a bad
anywhere.
sleeper.
I once flew back from Australia, Craig, 17 hours on the plane. I slept for 13 of them. I know, good, right? I literally had some dinner, watched Moana and slept for the rest of it.
Yeah.
Excellent. I don't think I snore, no. Only if I'm on a funny angle, I snore. I do wake myself up if I snore.
You see, I'm one of those weirdos that actually likes flying. So
I love flying, yeah.
I don't necessarily want to sleep through the whole lot. I want to be there, sit there with my little meal and what have you, and watch.
Yeah, I love the airlines now. You got little, there's little tags if you're going to sleep, and you can display a sign that says, "Don't wake me up," or "Wake for meal times." Yeah, if you fly Emirates, you put it on next to the seat. There's a little thing, and you can turn it over. If you're going to sleep, you pop it on. You pop it on one way if you're already woken up for meals, one way if you don't want to be woken up at all.
Can't all fly first class, Joe?
Oh, it's definitely not first class. I haven't flown this particular airline, I'll admit, but yeah, I thought it was a very, very good idea. Well, it's about asking the person next to you to wake you up when the trolley comes with the dinner.
Yeah, that I suppose.
Thank you.
Excuse me. You just give me a nudge when that dinner comes through. But that one there, so I've created the forest and I've used that outer space. So we've got that night there, we've got that shimmer coming. We've got a little bit of the Aurora Borealis just popping through when it comes to this one here. So that one, once again, that is the outer space that I'm using, and that one's from the Cosmic set. So now that we've done that one, what I'm now going to do is let's go back in with our main layer. And this one here, what I'm doing is I am using my lapis blue, which is from Carnival. And then what I'm now going to do is I'm going to get it as close to the centre as I can. I'm not overly concerned because I can trim down my outside layer. And then what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go back into what was the waist layer and press down. Forget any little bits of the black, I'm not bothered about it, but we can then take this one off. Now what's happening is all of that area is now sticky apart from the flaked area that we've already done. So let's come in now with our blue, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and then we're going to coat all of this within the blue. So I'm going to go in and I'm just going to do a little bit to start with.
I love this idea, Craig. Such a clever technique, this one.
just
Laura
about
Parker
layering.
says, Craig, do you ever use an anti-static bag on the storage containers?
You could do it, I don't.
I wonder if it would work on plastic.
That's the thing though, yeah.
Because there's a lot of static in that, isn't there?
There is. Oh,
Well,
yes,
definitely worth giving it a go, though.
Give it a go. What I would say though, I know this might sound stupid, but please don't use a really powdery anti-static bag. You don't
Right.
want that to kind of mix up with your flakes. But you do get anti-static bags that are limited in the powder that they use. So do that. But going in, just adding in the blue, and then this is where, when I was talking about earlier on, the more you start to use it and scrape it down, the finer and finer it's going to get. If you guys stateside, I know many of you have air conditioning in your houses, please switch it off. Please switch off the fan. Try and not do what I'm doing, and that's talking at the same time. Although I'm joking to say it, talking's not too bad, but anything, window open, fan, air conditioning, anything like that, just be careful. So then, what we can then do is go in, fine it down even more. So then what we've got
Nice.
is that black just popping through and no more. And then what I'm going to do is let's just take any of the loose bits. I'm going to pop that back in because I don't want to lose anything. Pop that one back to the side. We can now flip over into what is my gold. So let's take our gold and then we're going to peel this one off here. So we want the stags to be really quite impactful, hence why I'm using the gold. So the black layer with the forest, that is more of a subtle layer. We don't want that to be the main hit of the card. But all we need to do is just go in, if we can prise this back and off, which is here. And then what we can do, so if we take this, the other way that you can do it, and that's by popping the flakes on, and it's the way that I tend to do it. So I'll show you. Let's go in first of all, let's take these last little bits off. So we're just going to go in with our pokey tool, take your time, we're just going to go in, take that one, and then we're going to take this bit here. If you want to obviously wash your hands in between time, you can do it to take any excess flakes, but as I say, I'm not all bothered. I like the rustic look that you get from your flakes. So all that I'm going to do within this one
Size
here.
of those flakes.
I know, the gold, you'll find that the gold, the copper and the silver are huge. And then we're going to go in, take all of that off, and then fine it down with your little block. So we can go in. Don't ever worry or panic at first when you think, oh my gosh, there's loads and loads of flakes there. It will all come off. It's only going to adhere to where you've got adhesive. So we're going to go in, take this one off. So this could be your strips of your double-sided tape, could be your finger lift tape, could be your tape runner, could be your liquid glue if you want to. What you can use as well is your tacky glue. Now, don't use your tacky glue for, you know, like the demo I done with the sentiment, because obviously the tacky glue just dries too quick. But what you can do is you can do little dots, you can do little lines, dashes, whatever, with your tacky glue. Pop your flakes on top, let your tacky glue dry, and then come back and then take the excess off. So you can do that. But if you want to do what I done with the sentiment stamp with any of your other stamps, then you will need to use the liquid glue that comes within the tool set. Here we go. So if we take all that excess off into here, there we go. And if you missed us talking about it within the last demonstration, all my tubs, if you're looking at the tubs, all the contents in my tubs, that's 2 tubs worth.
Okay,
so what I'd done is I popped in the flakes that I was given for us to prep for the shows, and I also bought a full set myself. So it's all of them have got 2 tubs worth. But then there we go. We've got, let's just take
Beautiful.
a little bit of the flake off. As I said, you spend a little bit more time than me, but then we've got the stag that's in that beautiful gold. So then we can then go in, we're going to keep the card very, very simple. So I'm going to go in with my double-sided tape, and then I've taken a piece of our black card, but in actual fact, actually, yeah, I will keep that black layer in. So taking this one off, keeping the matting layer very, very simple. I think I must have dropped my pokey tool and not got quite
no.
a sharp edge at the top. Here we go, taking them ones off. So we're building the scene when it comes to the flakes. So you can absolutely do that. Let's take this one off. So double-sided adhesive sheets are going to be great. Once you've used up the foam shapes, create your own with your dies and the foam pad sheets. So come in with your dies, not too intricate of dies, but still come in with your dies, cut your foam pad sheets out, and then create your own shaped foams. And then this one here, what that can do is that's then just going to sit
beautiful.
over the top. But I want to add a little bit of lift. So all that I'm going to do just for a wee moment, Joe, is I'm just going to trim down some of my foam pads so that we can then create a little bit of height. And that's all that I'm going to do.
Absolutely awesome, Craig. Really, really is. Miriam says, question, did Craig cut with the double adhesive on the paper / cardstock he used?
Yes. So what I done is I made sure that my cardstock was bigger than my adhesive sheet, and then I trimmed down. Please don't ever cut through the adhesive sheet. All that it's going to do is it's just going to then gunk up your guillotine or your blade. So always pop your adhesive sheet onto your cardstock, and then if you need to trim it, trim with the cardstock on. So then therefore your guillotine's not going to stick to anything. So good question. It's a good question, that one. Here we go. So I'm not going to put loads on.
Any other questions you've got, you can always pop them into us. You know the drill, Crafters TV on Facebook, Crafters Companion, if you are, of course, on YouTube to get those over.
So it's a nice way to show that, of course, you can do your colours with your water reactive or your pigment, if you've seen Masterclass yesterday, but why not really make a statement when it comes to the backgrounds? Of course, you could do the background within the blue, and then the remaining layers, that could be black matte cardstock, and this could be gold cardstock. You don't have to use the flakes for all of them, but it's just to show that you can absolutely create a little scene using your flakes. And I'm going to act as though this is like our shedless glitter card.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop a little bit of our tacky glue onto the back of my foam pads, so therefore the glue will then soak into the gilding flakes, and then it'll be nice and strong. We can pop that one right into the middle. So we're getting that subtle look of the forest branches within the back, but then we can impress. Remember, if you go for all the colours
with this as well, Erin's just said that make a Christmas card. It really would.
Yeah, it really, really would. Now you can come in and add a sentiment or that. I'm not going to do that for the time of the show, but look at that. So it's using our lapis blue from the Carnival, and it is also using the gold, which is from the details on your screen, which has got your 3 tubs, that one being the gold. And I also use the outer space from the Cosmic set as well. So really, granted, a really luxury card, but you can still absolutely create a beautiful scene with the flakes.
Indeed, Doodly, you can. $29.99, $40, $55, and that's going to get you the 3 core colours, and it's great that we're giving you such large containers of those, 200 mils in each. You get 600 mils total. You also get the double-sided foam pads in those decorative shapes, and you'll get the toolkit that you need with the glue, the dry ink pad, and also your sponges in there. We do have some extras for you as well. Let me show you these here. So this one's a Carnival, but what you're getting in there is you are getting all 3 colours here. These are 50 ml pots in each of these. And I'll just show you what exactly you are getting. So this is your sort of 3 core colours that are in the starter collection, and then you've got the option to go for all of the others. So you've got the Carnival here, which is the midnight mauve, the deep iris and the lapis blue. They're just so gorgeous when they catch the light, they really are. Then you've got the patina, which gives you the sun glow, the rich copper and the verdigris. The blush, that will give you the rose gold, the soft rose and the pretty pink. And the cosmic, I love, can't really see it on here, but it's got a little bit of a sort of, I'm going to show you that top colour on this larger board. 1 second, I just want to show you, because the outer space, can you see how it's got like pinks and blues in it? It's really, do it again. It's got it's a really interesting one. It's got all loads of different colours in there. It's real outer space, and that comes alongside the blue moon. You left me standing alone, and also the starlight as well. So make sure you stamp those up. No, that wasn't what I was going for, was it? Snap those up was what I was going for. Let me talk to you about the silly animals, the silhouette animals that we've got on this show. You've just seen Craig demonstrate with these. So you've got the butterfly, Schmetterling, which is this one here. How do you say silhouette in German? Schmetterling Hadenbild. There you go. So you've got to get that one. You will also receive the deer, hello deer, which is that one just there. Hello. And you're going to get the wabbit, which is wonderful, and you will get the bee as well. So 15.58 instead of 51.96. Oh yeah. Or 17.94 down from 59.80. Amazing value. Miriam says, thank you, Joe and Craig. You're most welcome, Miriam. Whilst you check out your baskets, why don't we share with you some of the fun stuff we like to get up to here at Crafters TV?
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
Quiet. The neighbours.
I'm all out of Zoom. I'm so lost without you. I'm not singing.
Lisa, if you email in, don't send a picture of your air fryer. Make sure it's something creative.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on Catch Up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
You entertain us. You give us a community to talk, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
Joy, there's not a dry eye in the studio here. Debbie's welling up, I'm welling up.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV. Create every day. Quick Buy. All your crafting must-haves in a flash. Make light work of intricate and delicate die-cutting designs with the Pokey Tool from Crafters Companion. An absolute essential part of any paper crafter's kit, its precise tip has been designed to release the tiniest pieces to reveal your finished results with absolute precision. And to make sure your finished project is perfect, Each pokey tool has a rubber tip protector, so there's no risk of damaging your die cutting design or yourself. The Crafter's Companion Pokey Tool is such an essential craft item, we've included 2 in each set. Quick buy. Get yours now.
Absolutely, make sure you get yours right now. We are going to go and have a look at something that launched very recently. It is the Dragonfly collection, the last or the most recent instalment in the Sarah Signature range. They are always so important. The brilliant thing about Sarah Signature collection is that you know when you're buying one of these collections, every single element of this collection will work harmoniously together. It's all designed to be used together, and you know you're going to be able to create hundreds and hundreds of fantastic cards using it. The other great thing as well, I think if you are an experienced crafter, you can definitely take bits away, specifically this one as well. I feel like it's been designed in a way that it is going to play nicely with a lot of other collections that we have bought you. Let me take you through then the paper pad firstly, because this is absolutely awesome. So many gorgeous designs. It's quite a lot of different colours in here as well. We said yesterday that means you can really take it in lots of different directions. You can quite easily pick out one of the colours and then theme the rest of your project around it. They are absolutely beautiful, very painterly. It's actually a gorgeous collection. It's quite modern, isn't it, but traditional at the same time. That's a bit of an oxymoron, really, isn't it? But you know what I mean. There you've got all of your different designs. So you're getting this in the 12 by 12. You will also get the same designs resized in the 6 by 6 paper pad. Beautiful. You then have the same designs as well in vellum, so you've got all of the options when it comes to creating with this particular collection. The vellums that we bring you as well, I absolutely adore them because they're a really good, thick, heavy-duty vellum. They've got a gorgeous opacity to them as also. And there are your different designs that you are going to receive in there. Now, something else that we haven't done before, as far as I'm aware, is this. It is your foiled or sort of resist cardstock that you've got. So this is going to come to you all completely plain, and then you have the ability, using your inks, to colour this exactly how you want. And that means that you're going to get the most amount of versatility out of it. Cut these down, use them for panels. I mean, you could even maybe take sentiments out of some of these. I think would look gorgeous. So you get that included. You get 24 of the vellums, 24 of the foil card, and then you also get 24 sheets of this gorgeous luxury cardstock. Really, really beautiful. It's double-sided too, which is awesome. Let's move into the hardware. So these, brand new, hadn't seen these before. I don't believe we've done anything like this in the past. It's fantasy film that you've got here. It die cuts. This will be the first element that is going to sell out on this collection. This will be the what sells the whole collection out. So do grab a hold of that. We then have for you the ribbons. So you've got 6 meters of ribbon there, which is wonderful. You get 6 1-meter lengths. Gorgeous. Then you've got your embellishments. So these are your charms that you've got, and they're really fantastic. You've got really gorgeous sort of vintage dragonfly imagery on the side of there. You get 10 of those. The bridge, which is wonderful, moving into the dies. And the other great thing about this, designed in a way that you can use this as an opener if you so wish.
No troubled water underneath that bridge.
Sorry?
No troubled water under that bridge.
No, definitely not. This one here is your water lily border. Really lovely edgeable. Sentiments in here too. So lovely, I think, to have these sort of smaller sentiments in a die cut. I said that yesterday, but it really is great. I mean, whereas you'd normally have a stamp for something this size, the option of having a die is really going to give you lots of versatility. You've got the water lily frame with those beautiful dragonflies inside. This one here is the dainty dragonfly that you can see just there. We also have this one here. This is your lily pond, which is a beautiful embossing folder. There's loads of detail in there. Then you've got your sentiments, so things like dragonfly dreams, thank you for your kindness, be beautiful inside and out.
That's you.
Oh, thanks, Craig. He says the sweetest things to me, doesn't he? We've then got this. This is a creator card with the stencil, which is awesome. It gives you a really gorgeous sort of finished project. I mean, what you can do, of course, is you have this in the foreground and have your stenciled details behind it. And last but by no means least, we also have these water lilies, which are beautiful. I think you can definitely use the lily pads on their own or the flowers on their own, or put them together. You did a gorgeous card yesterday, didn't you, using that? I'm just going to grab it, actually. It's on the shelf just over here. Here it is, yeah. That is what Craig made using this yesterday. It was yesterday's card of the day. 119.99, 155.95. It's got a good shot of winning the week, just like the UK has of winning Eurovision. £40 or $52 is your sale. Just shoehorning that in as much as we can at the moment. Here is everything you are getting. We do have the option, though, also, of getting the extra card on its own, which is absolutely fabulous. You're going to get 2 of the luxury pearlescent, 2 of the 8x8 foiled card, and 2 of the 12x12s as well. I know so many of you love to add the extras in, so we've just made it even easier. You can just add it in with a click. 123.19 or 159.96 if you are a platinum member. It really goes to show how much everyone is loving, Craig, the Dragonfly.
I know what you're about to say. I know what you're
You know what I'm going to say, don't you?
Yeah.
Every single card of the day so far this week is from the Dragonfly collection. So it shows you how much people are really, really loving this collection. You've got any questions about it? Maybe you've already received the collection. I'd love to know what you thought once you got your hands on it. Crafters TV over on Facebook, Crafters Companion if you're across on YouTube. Over to you, Craig or Bagel.
Rightio. Let's have a look at the Dragonfly collection, see what we're going to be making this time. This time, what we're going to do is use the Water Lily frame. This is a beautiful frame. This is a lovely one if you want to do some paper piecing. Get your low-tack sheets that you got with the paper piecing dies. Start to use them within this set here. But what we are, let's do my basic mats and layers to start with. I've taken my 6x6 card blank and I fold it in half, taken another piece of my multi-purpose card, cut that to 6x6. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in, I've already got my tape on, so that we can create our easel. You can tell with this collection, I really do have that easel feel to it, because the card I done yesterday was a circle easel, and this one is going to be a square easel. I think there's something delicate about an easel card. And with this collection being dainty and delicate with the dragonflies, I think this is why I just have this urge to do an easel card with them. And then on the top layer, I've used one of the pattern papers, and I've also used the blue pearl card that comes within this stock. So what I've done, gone in, and I have then used my double-sided tape at the edges. I've already done these basic mats and layers, because all that it is, layering them together, and then it means I can show you all of the other components that we're going to do. And I've done exactly the same with the base. The pattern paper for the base is just exactly the same one from the top, just trimmed it down. You could use your smaller pad if you want to, but we're going to go in into here. So if I move my card all the way around, popping my adhesive on, and as you can also see as well, and I do it when I'm at home, and that is got my cardstock. Certainly my pearl card or my texture card. Basically, any of the cards that I get from my Nature Garden collections or my Sarah's Signature collections, I will gut the centre out, because I don't want to waste them. And you'll actually see, I'm going to use one of the layers shortly to do some die cutting, and it's actually come from the middle. Perfect. So my embellishment die cuts are basically taken away from the waste there, so good way to use it. And because we are layering up, we're not going to lose any strength when it comes to the centerpiece. You know, some people think, well, you lose that center strength because you're missing part of the layer. We're going to be building on top of it, so no one's going to notice in the slightest. So that's my basic ones done. So let's go in with a piece of my multi-purpose cardstock. I absolutely firmly believe, out of all the additional cardstocks that you've got at home that are going to complement, this is our good old trusted multi-purpose white cardstock. Just setting the white card off against the blues, some of, you know, the greens within the collections, even the fuchsias, really do work an absolute treat. Now I'm using the large Gemini, so I could start to die cut my other layers, but I just want to focus on that frame first, then we can start to do some of the additional dragonflies that are within the collection.
Amazing. Very busy on this at the moment. We've got 2 different options. You can go for this one, or you can go for the one with the 3 extra paper pads as well. You'll find both of them over on the website. And also, maybe you've already gone for the collection, you're thinking, gosh, it really is gorgeous. I know I'm going to get loads of use out of this, so maybe now's the time to restock on the paper pad elements, you're in the fortunate position at the moment where we still have every single element of the collection available, and every single element is available individually also. So you can go over there and yeah, build your own collection should you wish.
You can. You really, really can. And it's always good that we bring you the main bundle. And I really like the fact that what we do is we kind of bring you an even mega bundle, you know, with extra paper pads, because then it means you get that extra discount, and that benefits you at home, of course, because many of you do buy the extra paper pads anyway. So do you know what I mean? It's a nice little bonus for you all. But then you maybe want some of the collection, you maybe don't want it all, or it could be, and we are absolutely aware that not everyone can reach for the full collections all the time, and that's why we bring them out individually as well. Always make sure we've got enough stock individually, so that if you do want to cherry pick, you've got that option, and it is all about options. So pick away, whichever one suits you best. But here we go, let's pop these last little bits out. So see what I mean by the white, just sets it off beautifully. If you wanted to use other colours, of course you could do, but the white works well. And then what I'm going to do is let's start to die cut a lot of layers here. So a strip of white multi-purpose, 2 inches by 5 3/4. What I'm going to do, Joe, is I'm going to go in with this border die here. Now you could take the timeless dragonfly die that we've got coming up in launch day. That would look beautiful if you were to use that one. Just onto the edge, maybe the top of the cardstock, tip of the cardstock would look beautiful. But I'm going to go in, I'm going to pop that to the top there, because that's going to be the waist. And then taking that centerpiece that I got from earlier on, let's go back into the frame die. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the main dragonfly.
I've just heard, Craig, that fancy film in this collection has gone limited stock.
Oh, has it?
And you know what that means, don't you?
I do indeed.
Once that sells out, which is imminent, we will lose the bundle. We will obviously work hard to bring it back as a smaller bundle. That's what happens with these signature collections, isn't it? You know, we lose one bundle, we bring you back a collection of what we have left. If you want to have the full collection, then you really are heading towards making your mind up time, because that fancy film is now limited stock. And also, again, similarly, if you want to get extras of the fancy film, it's probably your last chance to do so.
Yeah. You don't want to be slowing it down. You definitely want to be speeding it up.
Yeah, because it is time for making your mind up.
Absolutely. That's where I thought you were actually going with that one there a moment ago.
Don't let your inhibitions let you fall behind. Got to make up your mind.
Take that skirt off.
Erin's got.
Erin will be like,
Erin
what?
is so bemused.
Bucks fast. I was about to say Bucks fast. That's a Glaswegian drink. Bucks fast.
It's very close, Craig. Buckfast, no, something totally different, isn't it? Yeah, Buckfast is it's a sort of it's like a
Glaswegian
tonic
alcoholic
wine, isn't
drink.
it?
It's like wine, yeah.
Yeah, like fizzy wine. It's very, very alcoholic, and very cheap. No one really drinks it anymore, do they?
No, no. It's actually hard to get in some Scottish stores now.
It's like moonshine, isn't it?
Yes.
Like something people used to brew themselves, almost.
Yeah. Yeah.
From Scotland.
From Scotland. I'll stick to my iron brew. Here we go. So if we take this one off, what's really, really beautiful about this edgeable die, let's take that one off, is yes, you've got the die cut detail, but within the lilies, if you pop them out, what you've got is you've got the liftable petals. So if we go in, take them, lift them up, lift them up.
That's
so
really cool. I don't recall seeing an edgeable with a liftable element before.
I've not, certainly not within a Sarah signature anyway, but you've got all these ones that just pop out. So push them from the back, that's what I do, and then what I would be doing, because it's so dainty, this is where I'd be using my tacky glue. I've already attached one to a strip of the navy blue, but just so you can see what it looks like once it's cut. So we've got our border. How lovely is that? even if you're to come in and paper piece these little bits and then lift all these bits, but then layering it onto a strip of the, oh, I thought I'd already layered that on. No, I've not. So I'm going to do that. So I'm going to go in. If you were to use your dotted tape runner, which of course you could do, you'll just need to come back in and pop up these little bits. But I'm going to go in, I'm going to sketch in with my tacky glue. So we don't need to go over it all. If we're using our tacky glue, just do what I say, is kind of like sketching. And then as we add the pressure down to adhere it to our card, it's going to stretch out the glue and it's going to adhere to all these little bits. But just making sure that I don't put any glue on these little petals that lift up. So we can go in, and then I'm going to create a border at the top and the bottom because I like that blue. And then all I'm going to do is press, get that in position. And then we've got our dragonfly. What I've also already done, Joe, is I've cut one also within silver card, so we can layer these ones up together. And I've also done it again, so we've got two of the small. So let's move that out the way. And I've also already cut my little flower, the three of them, three sizes, and my little water lily pad. Because what we can do is if we come in, where's my stamp sets? What we've done with them? Here we go. We're going to stamp them within our waterproof ink, and we're going to do a very quick bit of colouring with our aqua pens, Bud Green and Meadow, and just to say as well, that's watercolour card that I've used for that one. So here we go, stamp these ones up. I need my stamping platform, my stamping mat, and take these ones. So I'm just using the flagstone for this one, but if you wanted to use your Noir Black, or maybe you want to use the Pebble or Rustic, you can then use that one. Check them out on the website. Stamp and die cut and stamp, that's up to you. You know what I'm like, I do prefer to die cut first, certainly against my purple mat, because I can see the edge of the stamp, exactly where I need to stamp onto my card. So there's our water lily, and pop that one to the side. And then what I'll do is, because I've already got one made up, Joe, so I'll just stamp one of the flowers and do a little bit of watercolour in with our aqua pen, and I've also got a water brush as well.
Amazing. Alison says, Joe, you're in Eurovision mode already. Absolutely. I've been in it the whole week, to be fair.
You have, yeah.
Well,
You've been getting dead
several
excited.
weeks, I think. It is my favourite week of the year this week, Craig.
I get it. I'm like that for WrestleMania season. I'm like that a week or so before.
It's bigger than Christmas for me, Eurovision, 100%.
Yeah. Yes,
Favourite event of the year.
we're already starting to think of Mania next April.
Sorry?
We're already starting to think of WrestleMania next April.
Oh, well, we're already thinking about Eurovision next year. When the UK wins, not if, when the UK wins. Manchester or Glasgow are the rumours, Craig?
I could see Glasgow.
Yeah, is it the Hydro in Glasgow?
Yeah, it's not called the Hydro now, it's called the OXO.
The OXO?
Yeah.
It's not the SECC, is it? What's that one?
So the SECC, that was the original arena next door to it.
Okay.
Now what they bought, it was the Hydro. It looks like a big spaceship, but it's not now the Hydro, it's now called the OXO. Nothing to do with OXO Cube or anything like that. It's a music
venue.
place.
Eurovision has never been hosted in Scotland. Even though we've hosted maybe 8 times, I think. So, I mean, I'd love it to
Good
be
chance,
home.
good
It would be
chance
nice to-
then.
At least it would save me on accommodation if they could do it in Manchester, Craig. It'd be handy, wouldn't it?
It would be handy for you.
And also, if the Ukraine wins, we believe we're going to have it in the UK as well. So I'd say we've got like a 80% chance of it being here next year.
I was funny enough. I was about to say to you there, as you were talking about Glasgow. I was about to say that on the news they did say how if one of the specific countries won, the chances are it would be actually held in the UK.
Yeah. Very exciting. Very, very exciting. George just asked if I've been to actual Europe. Yeah, I go most years, to be honest. I went in 15, 16, 18 and 19. Yeah, so I missed last year because we weren't allowed to travel at this time last year, were we? And I couldn't get a ticket this year. I tried desperately to get a ticket and couldn't get one. I've even said now, so a friend of ours, Craig, Nigel, is in Eurovision at Eurovision in Turin at the moment. And I've said to him, if you can get me a ticket, I will get on a plane on Saturday morning. Absolutely, I will. So
There you
It's not
go.
gonna happen now, though. I'll be watching it at home.
So you might end up seeing Joe in the audience then. You never know.
Never know. Could happen.
So there we go. So that's the one that I just coloured there. Spend a little bit more time. Once again, that was Bud Green and also Meadow from our Aqua Pens, already coloured in that one. So all that I need to do now, Joe, is assemble it all together. So let's go in with my stopper first. So I'm going to come in with my actual border that we've done. I've already got my pads on the back. So you need something, for those that are new to crafting or new to us and are wondering about an easel card, you need something raised which is going to create the stopper. And what I mean by that is you need something there that's going to stop your card from falling down. So if we can see that just from the side there, you'll see that that's stopping it. That could be a flower, that could be an embellishment, that could be whatever you want, but just something that is then raised to create the stopper. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with my tacky glue, on with the small dragonfly. I'm not going to do a drop shadow. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to overlay right over the top so that I can then lift the wings up. So with it being the Shedless glitter card, what we can then do is just hold it that bit longer, and then I'm going to go in just into the centre there, and then I'm going to press that back into place. So let's get that so it grabs. So let's just hold that, hold that, hold that, hold that. I'm going to then go in. So what we can then do, tell you what, because we're running out of time, what I'll do, instead of using my tacky glue, which I would usually do, let's show you the dotty tape runner. So all that I'm going to do is I'm going to go all the way around, empty one. Let's go all the way around the edges, like so. Now, we can use your spray if you want, all the way around, that's up to you. But then there we go. So if you are someone that doesn't have a lot of patience and you're like, gosh, Craig, the tacky glue going around the edges wouldn't do it for me, your dotty tape runner is going to be your best friend. What we can then do is take one of these sentiments, thank you for your kindness. We can then go in with our glue gel, as these would be classed to me as embellishments, so therefore I'm using my glue gel. Pop that one there. All that I've done is assembled them together using my tacky glue. I'm going to pop that to the side. Let's go in with our large dragonfly, and because this has got die cut detail, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop my dragonfly, but the blue to the base, and then let's use our glue gel so that I can create an extra little bit of lift. And then all that I need to do is take the last one here that I have also cut. So let's do a little bit of the tacky glue so that we can keep it on flat. So let's do the blue. We can then go in with another bit. We can then overlay that one here. So hold, and then there we go.
Gorgeous.
We've got our dragonfly into the middle with our border. Just do the stop.
Stunning.
Thank you for your kindness. We've got the water lily, we've got the flower, we've got the dragonflies. Really, really lovely colour. But can you imagine how different that would look if you used the green or the fuchsia or the purple?
Absolutely amazing. Right, we're going to get set up for that card of the show. Mo number 2 says, will you go if it's in the UK, Joe? I will go. I'll go regardless of where it is. And Mo number 2 says, Joe, do you like the Will Ferrell Eurovision movie? I was completely charmed by it, but don't know how a Eurovision superfan would feel about it. I did not like it.
You didn't, did you?
It was
I've not seen it.
Do you know what it was about it, Craig? It was very close to being accurate, but wasn't accurate.
Right.
So it wouldn't have taken much more for it to be completely accurate, but I feel like it erred on the side of caution when it comes to taking the mickey. I feel like it needed to go all the way in a bit more.
Okay.
Erin enjoyed it. It was too close to it. It should have been a bit more tongue-in-cheek, I think. Right, card of the show.
There we go. Rightio. So we kick-started with our Timeless Border launch that's coming up in the next show if you're watching live. So number 1. Number 2, we used the border tag and punch in with the Gildan Flakes with the sentiment stamp. Number 3, we used the Gildan Flakes to create this really spectacular card. And then number 4, we've used the Dragonfly collection here to create this easel card. So you've got 4 choices within Wake Up Call today. 1, 2, 3, or 4. The choice is yours.
A 5, 6, a 5, 6, 7, 8. Right, let's show you the storage folders. These are in colour. We don't always have them. They're in a duo today. You get the big and the small, which is not a deal we often have. So what you're going to get in here is you will get your folder. Beautiful quality, really lovely pockets in here, wonderful piping. It's a 3-ring binder as well. So anything else that's on a 3-ring binder sort of setup can go into here too, which is excellent. These here are, oh hello, they are your dies. Now what these means is these are just snap onto there, which is brilliant. So the thing is with dies, as long as you look after them, they're going to last you, well, forever really. So these are a great way of making sure you keep them all together. So you get the folder and 3 magnetic sheets for the large, and then you're getting exactly the same here in the small, whereby you get the folder again and you get 3 of the magnetic panels to go in there. You can store up to 12 magnetic panels in each of these, which is excellent. So you'll find the extra panels over on our website. A lot of love for that card. The lovely Lynn says another beautiful card. And love that card, says Carolyn Evans. We are going to share with you these. Love these. The Shadow Alphabet Collection. So in here, you're going to get the A. You will get a B. You'll get the C. You get a D. You get the E. You get the F. We'll also throw in the G and unbelievably the H as well. Guess what? I'm going to do the I, the J, you know what, I'm being you may have a P. We are getting all of your alphabet in there, which is fantastic. You are going to get the ampersand and the numbers as well. Check out the saving here, guys. £68.13. 109.63. That is what you save. Platinum members save even more because it's coming down as low as $19.20 or $30.40, which is absolutely excellent. Craig Bagel, card of the show is card. I am surprised here, but kind of not surprised as well. I would have said that it was the Gilding Flake one, but it's number 4 is a card of the show.
Dragonfly.
Another Dragonfly.
Another one, Dragonfly. So that...
Fancy another one?
It's definitely going to go up of demo of the day. So it really is going to be against this one in launch day because we don't really do demos within Cartload.
No, it's just going to be a whole set of Dragonflies. We know it won't be, probably not going to be a Dragonfly from our launch day show.
No.
But a 50-50 chance that we'll have another Dragonfly card of the day. Sorry?
How funny would it be if I'd done a demo with the Dragonfly border and that ends up winning? However, might be.
We shall see.
Well, I give you a tease.
Yeah. Oh, should we have? Yeah, let's have a look. What's coming up in that launch
Let's
day?
have a tease. Rightio. So these are the sorts of things that we're going to be doing because I don't want you to think it just has to be a border on the edge of the card. So we can do a little wrap or a pocket. It could be a napkin ring, which actually, incidentally, let's just bring that one back in. If you've seen it yesterday, you'll have seen I gave you a little bit of a tease, but just to show you, you could use them as a napkin ring. This does not take long whatsoever, so we might actually just demo that one in the launch day, but we can be doing that if you want to. You can be popping them onto the cards if you're doing them at a little bit of an angle if you want, and you can also make your statement boxes and use the Dragonfly on the edge, the lid of the box. So lots of different things, not just your cards, but your boxes, your scrolls, napkin rings, wraps, pockets, all these different things you can be doing.
Amazing. Right, so that's coming up for you a little later. 2 p.m. here in the UK, 9 a.m. East Coast, 6 a.m. West Coast. Make sure, well, loads of you actually have gone for that brand new collection. Then we'll have Cartload, and that is your weekly destination sales show where you find some of the best deals of the week. Both of the, all the deals from both of those shows are live over on the website right now. Cartload is here at 6 p.m, 1 p.m. East Coast, 10 a.m. West Coast. Tomorrow, I finally get to work with the lovely Corin tomorrow. So Corin and I will be here with a fabulous wake-up call, which will be brilliant. We'll be looking ahead to what's happening throughout the rest of the day. So that's 11.63. And we'll be looking at a masterclass on jigsaw dies. Ooh, and we will have a craft along on the Knit-Wit Homebody. It's going to be a rather fantastic day. Tomorrow's my fake Friday, real Friday, Friday the 13th Eurovision mashup tomorrow. Who knows?
Say that I'm going to be watching you tomorrow, but I won't be because I will be on the road heading to Scotland for a quick visit this weekend before I come back on Monday. Well, I'm back Sunday, ready for here on Monday.
How blooming glorious. And Facebook Live, is it Monday you said your Facebook Live?
Yes, so actually, there's kind of two of them. So here, UK time, so it's based for you guys stateside, I'm doing an HSN Facebook Live. So it's 5 o'clock here in the UK, which means that's then going to be 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 12 noon Eastern time. That's going to be on the HSN Facebook page. However, if you then finish Crafters TV, 9 o'clock here in the UK, 4 p.m. Eastern time, 1 p.m. Pacific time, go across onto my Facebook page. So if you go onto mine, Craig Laird CC, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a preview of our brand new Summer Gnome collection. Here in the UK, I'm going to be launching it on Hobby Maker on the Wednesday, and then it'll be here on Crafters TV towards the end of the week as well. So anyone can come along, tune in, but you'll check out all the details on my Facebook page.
Absolutely. Head on over there. A very, very busy wake-up call. We look forward now to that launch day in 1 hour's time, which is absolutely brilliant. Go and get yourself a cuppa. We're going to get some... Christina's done lasagna today. Oh, it's a very, very good day. And did I see Jammy Dodger cupcakes as well?
Did you?
George's already had one. Amazing. Right, don't forget to check out your baskets. You've got an hour. It's your 1 hour drill. Make sure you're back here for that brand new launch of those borders. We'll see you in an hour. Take care.